Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So this is my second prompt video. So let's get right into it. Okay, and today's prompt is zombies. So I'll admit, when I first got this prompt zombies, I wasn't very excited. I didn't really know what I would do to try to make it more original. And I mean, honestly, I'm not really interested by zombies or anything. So my first design I was doing turned out really bad. It was just, I don't even know, I was trying to make just a big zombie sitting down. But the second one, I was going more for like a zombie pose actually. I thought more about the zombie, like how it would be posed. And I came up with this girl character, which I ended up going back to later on. This next design I came up with was, I was going with a boy and this cat, and I'm not very good at drawing cats, but I was coming up with this boy who was a zombie and his cat also a zombie. And you can see with the girl on the left, I went back and I added in like a brains showing, so I thought it'd be good to include some sort of like brains or gore or something. And in the end, I'm really happy with how my prompt ended up turning out. This turned out really well, which is surprising, and I'm definitely getting better using watercolors and stuff like that. So for my final sketch, I decided to play around with the poses that I wanted to use for the character, just so that I could give them a pose that would make you know that they were a zombie. And here I'm going back and I'm making his ribs exposed because I thought that would look kind of cool and it would add to the zombie and gore effect. Alright, so here's what I ended up coming up with. This was my final idea. This character is a girl who became a zombie and she's going back to find her dog, but her dog doesn't recognize her and is scared of her. So that was kind of this story I came up with for this character. I really liked the pose I came up with. I just kind of sketched around for a little bit and like played around with the poses. And I'm glad I did that in the sketching when I was going with the sketches, when I was playing around with the poses there. So yeah, and I ended up going back to the girl who had like the big hair. So with these videos, I'm going to be trying to improve the quality of them just a little bit. The lighting here is not the greatest. And also I'm going to be trying to test out new mediums eventually. I'm going to use watercolors maybe for another prompt or two, but I might try to get some markers that I can use, brush tip markers, or something else, just to try different mediums on this channel. Now, when looking back at this piece, there are a few things that I regret, but the main thing I regret is that one foot. Her right foot looks so messed up. I don't know why I made it look so weird. It's so small compared, I don't even know. It's all messed up, but that's the main reason, that's the only really thing that I wish I changed. I feel like this was like really well. I feel like this prompt went really well, and I'm really pleased with the outcome. So here I am going in with the outline for the dog. When I was creating this dog, I wasn't sure exactly what kind of dog to make it. At first I was drawing a pug, but I really liked the idea of the floppy ears, and I wanted it to have the puppy jowls. And I'm really happy with the pose, how it turned out. I like how its tail is in between its leg. It kind of conveys that it's scared. So I'm really excited to keep posting on this account. I really like this prompt series, and I'm also going to be doing more things such as digital art. I just ordered a drawing tablet for my computer, and I'm really excited to try that out, and also maybe potential collabs with some of my friends. Also, I'm still working on how I'm going to be filming these videos because I know I want to be able to fast forward more than 2 times, and currently I'm editing in iMovie, so I can only fast forward times 2, and it's kind of slow paced. That's why the editing is kind of choppy, so that you don't have to watch the entire drawing process, because it would be a lot longer if I kept everything in. So I'm thinking about trying out a different way of recording it. I may try using my other camera instead of using my phone, and using my computer to edit it instead of using iMovie, just so that I can get the video to be faster. So as you can see here, I ended up putting some shading in onto the zombie character, and I was surprised at how well this turned out, because I wasn't recording because I didn't really think that it would amount to anything, but I was just kind of messing around with using a darker color and shading it in, and it actually ended up looking really good, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So I put some darker brownish green underneath the girl's neck and the top of her head and the bottom of her arms. Also, when I was deciding the skin color for this girl, I wasn't sure exactly what to do because I didn't want to just do green because I thought that would be too cartoony. I just wanted it to look a little bit more realistic, but I wasn't sure what color to do, so I kind of mixed brown and green, and I ended up with this gross color, and I think it worked out pretty well. Also, as you can see, I used dark red to kind of put some spotches of blood on her shirt and on her pants, and then I'm also going in, after I colored in the hair, I'm shading the hair a little bit. So yeah, that wraps up number 2, prompt number 2. I'm really excited to continue with this series, and I will see you guys all next time. Goodbye.